today's video. So it's 2019, and as a lot of you probably know, Instagram is kind of taking over the world. A lot of people are starting their businesses through Instagram. A lot of people promote through Instagram. There are so many of us influencers on Instagram. It's definitely a massive business out there, which is why today I thought I would take the opportunity to kind of give you guys some tips and tricks on how to make your Instagram more professional. This video isn't only for influencers, it is also for, you know, your typical day-to-day people. I hate to break it to you guys, but when you're out applying for jobs, chances are whoever is looking at your resume will search up your name, find your Instagram, and see what your Instagram looks like, the type of person you are. And honestly, sometimes that could make or break your chance of getting a job. I know it's, you know, kind of should people base who you are off of your Instagram? No, but why not just make it look professional just in case? Now, before I get into my tips and tricks, I am obviously no professional. However, I did study in media and content creation, so I kind of have an idea of what is important to have on your page. And within the past year of my personal Instagram page, there's definitely been a massive change. I've actually started, you know, using presets and making my Instagram stories look pretty. Like, these are all things that you guys have to take into account when it comes to your Instagram page and how nice you want it to look. And since we're on the topic of my Instagram, I'm just gonna pop it right here so you guys can go follow it. I'm constantly posting new content. I absolutely love Instagram, so definitely go follow me there. But the first tip I have is all about your bio. Now, you definitely want to keep your bio nice and simple and clean looking, but you also don't want it to be too boring. You want it to kind of give a short summary of who you are. So for my personal bio, it says Toronto, 22, Virgo, and right there to me it shows that I'm very into the culture of Toronto, my age, which do people really care? I don't know. Just something that, you know, I don't mind having out there. And by me putting Virgo, it kind of shows that I'm in tune with my zodiac and my horoscope and all that. Below that, I have YouTube creator with my YouTube name, so it's easy for people to search. And then I also have my business contact. Now, this is huge, especially for, you know, companies that are trying to reach out because they want to work with you. It's just another way for businesses to contact you, but it also kind of shows a little bit of professionalism. You know, you have your own business email, like that's pretty cool. And I also have my YouTube linked. Now, this is great because when I post stories on my Instagram about a new video or whatever, I can just say my link is in my bio, and it's easy for you guys to go click it. I know there is a swipe up feature on Instagram stories, but I think if you have under 10,000 followers, you are not able to do the swipe up feature, which is why I'm not able to do it. So a great alternative if you don't have that swipe up feature is just adding the link in the bio. So now we're gonna move on to the highlight reel. Personally, I think it's very important to actually have highlights. It shows that you're really active with your Instagram stories and kind of shows your creativity as well. Like for me personally, I always try to add a cute little GIF or GIF, however you guys pronounce it. To me, that adds personality. It makes the, you know, overall aesthetic look way better. So just organizing your highlights on your page, I mean, it looks really nice, but it's also fun for if somebody is visiting your page, they can just click through and kind of see your aesthetic and what you've been up to, and obviously what that little subject is about. So for me, I have new videos, hair care, Q&A, out for the day, and PR. I guess those are just kind of the things I post about the most, and I always keep them up to date. That is something also that is very important, to keep your highlights up to date. If someone goes through them and they realize that you haven't added anything for like 6 weeks, then I mean, it's not like a red flag or anything, but I just think, you know, if you have an Instagram page, that you should be very, you know, involved and just kind of fluent with the amount of content you're putting out and how frequent. And stories is just another great way of reaching your audience without actually making a post on your feed. So as for the highlight covers, I know that you can make your own highlight covers, you know, if you want a specific symbol for what the subject is about. A lot of people either make those on picmonkey.com or canva.com. I've personally used both. However, I've used them for other things such as my thumbnails. But as for my personal covers, I think it's really cool to have a color scheme that actually goes with your feed. So right now I have my winter feed going on, so it's very much, you know, blue, periwinkle, whites. So I made my highlights kind of the color story of my posts. So when you look at my page like that, everything goes together and it's just very aesthetic. So how I did that is I went on my Pinterest and I actually searched up winter color scheme, and I found this picture right here. And I thought that this picture really went well with my aesthetic. You know, it's got the periwinkle, it's got the darker shades and the lighter shades. So I basically just colored out an entire screen of each of these colors. And then if you actually hold on one of your highlights, go to edit highlight, go to edit cover, and go to this little icon right there. You can select from your camera reel and just select the color. As you can see, that is the color that is on my new vids. Yeah, my new vids highlight. Now, I've changed these colors a whole bunch of times. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably already know that. I basically just like to have it going along with whatever my feed looks like. So for example, this was my Christmas feed. It's very red and green and holiday-esque. So for my highlights, you know, they were literally red and green. And then before that, I had my summer feed. So my highlights were much more warm tones, pinks, oranges, yellows, and it just looked really, really pretty with the feed I had at the current time. Since we're talking about feed, I'm gonna talk about that next. So maintaining a theme is a huge, huge thing. You guys probably see so many influencers promoting presets, which is massive. And honestly, presets are what kind of make your Instagram look unique and fluent. I'm just gonna use these pictures for an example. They were the ones I posted in this summer. You can see as I scroll, you know, the colors are very similar to each other. They all just work with each other. So that's kind of what a theme is called. And to achieve this, I used a preset. Now you can buy presets or you can make them your own. Me being the cheap chick I am, I make my own because I don't want to spend money on a preset that somebody else made that I can simply recreate. So for this one, for example, I actually just used a YouTube video that I found of an inspiration from Aspen Overard's Instagram presets. I'll put her page here so you guys can kind of see. It's very fluent. All of her pictures look so great together. The colors are really nice together. So I actually achieved this preset over VSCO, but now I am using Lightroom. Both of these apps are free and I definitely think they are a huge essential if you are actually like serious about Instagram. If you guys want an entire video on how I edit my personal Instagram pictures, definitely let me know in the comments down below. But I basically use VSCO as a base for the colors of my picture, and then I bring it over to Lightroom, and that's when I, you know, add the preset, touch up the colors and stuff like that. But that's a whole video in itself, so I'm just not even gonna continue talking about that in this one. So having all your pictures be the same kind of color scheme and all that actually looks very professional. It looks really nice, you know, when somebody's visiting your Instagram page and all the colors match, all the types of pictures look really good together, and whoever's viewing your Instagram page will thoroughly appreciate the effort you put into your feed rather than just going to a random page and scrolling through and not really understanding why all the posts are there and why they just kind of look jumbly. It's all about aesthetic. And if you have a really pretty feed, then honestly, odds are you're gonna get more followers. Back when I didn't really know what I was personally doing with my Instagram, it was just kind of all over the place. You know, I thought I had really cute pictures, but the colors and stuff, it just didn't add up. So overall, it just didn't look the nicest. And that's honestly when my Instagram wasn't really growing. You know, I probably had around 600 followers. And within the past 6 months, I've gained probably close to 200 followers just because, you know, I'm caring more about the aesthetic of my Instagram. My feed looks really nice. I'm very involved with my Instagram stories, and I'm just constantly pumping out content. So it's definitely helped me, and I think that can really help you guys too. So those are all the tips I kind of have regarding your own Instagram feed. Now, I know earlier I touched base on some essential apps like Lightroom and VSCO, but I also have a couple more on here that I thought you guys might like to be aware of. So I also use Unum, which is an amazing app. Honestly, this is why my feed looks the way it does, because I'm crazy and I plan out my Instagram feed basically. So since the summertime, I've been doing a whole bunch of Instagram photo shoots, which I know might sound a little bit crazy, but if you're someone like me that, you know, you're a YouTuber, but you also are wanting to be, I guess, an Instagrammer, these are just things that you need to do. You need to constantly have new and fresh content. So since from those photo shoots, I get a whole bunch of photos and I want to, you know, post my best ones, I personally like to figure out what order I want to put them in. So Unum is amazing. thing. I'll pop mine right up here. So basically you can import pictures and just kind of move them around however you like. This just gives you a really great understanding of how your feed's gonna look, because if you don't have this app, you know, sometimes you upload the photo, everybody's already liked it, and then when you upload the next photo, you're like, oh damn, like I wish I saved that photo, posted this one instead, and posted this one later, because overall on my feed it would look better like that. Now, I mean, you could definitely delete the picture after everybody's already liked and commented and upload later, but honestly, you're not gonna get as many likes because people have already seen that picture. It's just such a hassle. It's so much easier if you can just pre-plan and know what you're gonna be uploading as you go. And the other app I have is Afterlight. Now, I personally think this app is really great for its light flares. There are definitely gonna be some pictures where you're editing them and you're adding your preset, and there's just, you know, you can't figure it out. This picture is just standing out too much from the rest of your pictures, and it's just not looking good. But you don't want to put that picture to waste, you know, because you genuinely want to upload it. So adding a light flare can not only add color, but it also, you know, fades the picture a little bit. It can add that perfect amount of grain that you need. It can honestly be the solution. And Afterlight is also free, so it's a great app just to have just in case you have that one stubborn picture. So that is all the tips and tricks I have today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this video is definitely a little bit different from my regular content, but that's what I'm trying to do in 2019. I want to bring you guys new, fun, and fresh content. And feel free to leave your guys' Instagram down below. I'll definitely check them out, and I can even DM you guys if you need help on how to make your feed look better. I've done that for people in the past, so I have no problem doing that for you guys. I'm all about supporting you guys just as much as you support me. So if one little DM can really help turn around your entire Instagram feed, then I'll do that for you guys. And also, how are we feeling about this new background? Are you guys liking it? Do you think it's too set up? Let me know down below, because like I said, I'm really trying to, you know, make my content a little bit different this year. I'm into it, but let me know what you guys think about it. So that's pretty much it for me. I love you guys so much. Remember that you are beautiful, you are loved, and you are uniquely you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.